Okay, a common problem, especially when I start working with somebody who's not used to lower rep sets, is they run out of dumbbell weight. They don't have the dumbbell weight to press, and definitely they don't have the weight to do enough rowing. So a solution, there's lots of solutions. I think the easiest solution is grabbing one of these dumbbell handles. I've had these for years. They've lasted me forever. They cost about 50 to 60 bucks for a pair. And I have a couple suggestions. I would make sure that the grip is very thin. For rowing, you like a thin grip. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but there are dumbbells with thick grips. There are dumbbells with thin grips. I personally want to row with a thin grip because I can grab it better. And I want to press with a thicker grip because it's increased surface area on my hand. So I do a lot of my rowing with these, and I've got a whole set of Rogue that goes up to 150s, but those handles are thicker. And 150, to be honest with you, is not a lot of weight. It's not a lot of weight for me. And what these allow me to do is load these up to 220 pounds. You can put 4 plates on each end. So the next tip is you want to have extra 25-pound plates. So the 25s, they're not too big. You don't want to put 45-pound plates or bumpers or a plate with a big circumference because it's going to shorten your range of motion, especially on rowing, and on bench press it's just awkward. They get really big, almost like a tank. So for pressing they work, but definitely for rows. There's one more option I would use as the last case scenario with a landmine, but honestly, this is the best solution. You just need to find the handles. You can grab them on Amazon. And then if you need extra 25-pound plates, search on Facebook Marketplace. That would be the first place I look. And like I said, you can put 4 on each side. That equates to about 220 pounds on one single dumbbell. So I'll show you what the landmine option also looks like. Okay, so the landmine version, some people would call it a Meadows row. I don't set up to the side. I feel like this is a distinct difference, so I'm going to show it to you how I do. Because remember, you're using this to replace the heavy dumbbells you don't have for lower rep sets. So the setup, in my opinion, is going to be key. I want to be in a strong position over the weight, so I need to get it center mass. I also want to get a longer range of motion, so I'm again using the 25-pound plates because the plates are smaller and it gives me a larger range of motion. If you put a 45, the bar starts higher and you can't reach as far on the ground. The other thing I do to increase range of motion is I keep my stance close. I don't get spread out. The closer my feet are, the taller my hips are. That's the concept. It's going to allow me to reach more. I'm going to position this over the middle of my feet, and it's offset. It's just past my midline. It's going to give me the ability to start across my body and then finish with a full contraction. I try to think long and stretched right here, and then short and contracted at the finish. So I don't have my barbell anchored. You can decide how to anchor your barbell. There are many ways, but oftentimes I have found that you don't always need to throw it in a corner. So it depends on your floor, depends on a lot of things, but I like to make it as easy as possible. So I'm not gonna, have to find a corner or anything. I just lay it right on the ground. So I grab, go. If I wanted something to put my hand on, like a 3-point row, if you've seen me talk about 3-point row, 2-point row, this is technically a 2-point row. If I needed something for my hand, just imagine a bench right here for imaginary bench. So this is another option. It's not my preferred option. The best option would be to buy bigger weight. They're expensive. So my preferred alternative is the dumbbell handles and the 25-pound plates. And then after that, if you can't do that either, and you've got a landmine and you've got some 25-pound plates or 10s and 5s, you can add up all those small plates. This is a great option as well.